I'm Mike VanHorn. I live southeast of Sentinel Butte, where I'm the fourth generation on this place. We run beef cattle. And when I started with Trish and Chad Meyer for U.S. Fish and Game, we needed to get water moved in all my little paddocks, so I checked with a few people that did pipeline, and they were a year out, and so then I built this, I guess, so I could get it done the same year. So the first one I laid on top of the ground. The water was so hot and the cattle didn't seem like they liked the water. You'd feel the water tank and it was so warm, so then I thought if I buried it a little bit, keep the sun off of it, maybe make the pipe last a little longer. So at first I was buying 1,000-foot rolls and trying to unroll them by hand, and it was hard work. So I built a pipe unroller, and I roll it out where I want it. I mostly do it in the spring when the ground's a little damp, and just one plow and put it in the ground about 6 inches deep. So I had pipelines in most of my pastures, but they were far apart, and then we had dams in some of them, and like last year there wasn't a bit of water in any of the dams. So I tried to get water on probably every 80 acres. So like last year during that drought, I plowed a few lines in to be able to graze CRP, so there was water on the CRPs. Didn't have to haul water, and it was quick and easy. So, and I used this inexpensive pipe, this irrigation pipe. So even if I never use it again, I wasn't out much. So to the pipeline by a tank that was already there. So usually a hydrant, I'll tie on there, and I guess running quite a few of the pipelines I had to run 1.25 inches because they were so long and going uphill, so I was losing lots of volume of water. So I guess Trish and NRCS, they helped me with that to decide what size pipe I should use. Quite a few of my pastures I would run this in a central point and have four pastures grazing on or coming for water in a water lot. So before, I would always have cow trails to all my water tanks. They'd have to walk so far, so I kind of eliminated all that. Now that I went to these smaller pastures, I graze them pretty good, pretty well even all the way across. This is real cost effective. I built this plow, so I just out of scrap stuff, and I bought a subsoiler, so and welded that back part onto it. So it's real inexpensive to put a line in. It wouldn't be a good winter pipeline or anything, it'd freeze, but for spring and summer and fall it works great. So I used to get cost share through NRCS for pipelines and tanks and fences, and then I was wanting to get into more of the intensive grazing stuff, so I visited with Trish about it and Chad Meyer, and got some cost share through them guys, through the U.S. Fish and Wildlife, and then the North Dakota Grazing Coalition. So